far worse than anyone destroying the Kaaba itself.
Kaaba itself.
Yes?
Right, right.
So in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the value of a Muslim is greater than even the Kaaba, the building. Because it's a building, you can always rebuild it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes. And so look, for me, the standard is always the same. Anyone who commits murder unjustly of anyone, whether it's Ahlul Bayt or someone else who's a Muslim, then Allah will deal with that person in the same manner as another murderer.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we are consistent in our aqidah, in our viewpoint as well.
So why don't you, the same way that you praise the Khalifa before?
Brother, we say, when we say Ali, what do we say? Radiallahu an.
No, but I'm saying, why don't you condemn the Muawiyahs, the ones that committed the sins? So you're saying the other Khalifas were pure in the sense that Ali gave him bay'at.
Yeah.
Why don't you then, Muawiyah that killed Ali's sons, why don't you not condemn him? Why they not be from the Sunni perspective? Why is the Muawiyah and his...
Who is Ali's sons who were killed by Muawiyah radiallahu?
Hassan and Hussein.
You think Muawiyah killed them?
No, but it was...
This was in the time of Yazid. They're changing history now.
No.
Subhanallah. You know, this is the hatred of the so-called Shia.
It's my lack of... No. Please don't take it towards the Shia.
No, brother. Wait. The way you're saying it so confidently means you have been...
You
have been hearing things, unfortunately, yeah.
No, I thought that Yazid was...
Look, my perspective, whether it's Yazid or Muawiyah or anyone else, I said my standard is the same. Yes. If someone unjustly kills another Muslim,
I understand,
then that
but why
person...
don't you condemn him? This is what I'm trying to say.
Whom are you talking about now?
Yazid. Why is Yazid not being condemned in the Sunni
the way
community?
Yazid...
Why is Yazid not being
Actually,
condemned?
he is condemned. I don't think any Muslim here will say that he's not condemned. He's condemned for his acts which were unjust. And I'm telling you, our standard has been the same.
Did that not change the shape
now
of
let me ask you something. Wait, let me ask you something.
And how
you
you
obviously come from a Shia background. Why do you guys insult the Khulafa Rashidin? Now answer the question.
That's a wrong thing.
Do you condemn those people who insult the Khulafa Rashidin? There you go.
They were
and
companions.
And Aisha radiallahu anha, Ummul Muminun.
They were the companions of our prophets.
Yes.
They fought alongside of our prophets. And they are in a very high place in my perspective.
Okay. So leaving politics aside,
yes,
okay?
That's right.
Who deserved to be the Caliph after the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him?
As far as I know, our Prophet from in the time of Hijrat has raised Ali alayhi salam's hand in the time of Hijrat and said,
who deserves to be
the door, I am the door to heaven.
No, door to knowledge.
Door to knowledge. Sorry.
Don't twist.
I'm sorry,
brother. Don't twist the hadith.
Yes, and he raised this and indirectly. No, I'm not saying directly. Muhammad raised Ali's hand and he said, "This is my successor."
He never said my successor. No, please. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
I'm saying.
Even indirectly, he did not. I'll tell you what. Yes. I'll give you. You know, according to the Muslims, who deserves to lead the prayers?
The person with most knowledge of the deen.
Right. So why did the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, when he was ill, when he couldn't get up from his bed, whom did he appoint as Imam?
Probably Abu Bakr. I don't know.
Not probably, definitely.
Definitely.
Good.
Okay.
Why, if Ali was the door to knowledge, why did he give the option to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu?
I think that was the political wisdom of our Prophet.
Political?
So
you're saying now the Prophet is playing politics? Subhanallah.
No, absolutely. Listen,
I said leave politics aside.
No. Your prophet used to send political letters.
My prophet?
Our prophet. And our prophet. No, it's not a prophet. It's not a thing. It's our prophet. No, I'm just trying to
calm down. Habibi, you want some tea?
No.
You want some
listen.
Tea? Get him a tea, brother.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah wa ashhadu anna Aliyan hujjatullah. But listen to this, my brother. What I'm saying to you, our prophet used to send political letters to other...
They were not political, they were also religious. They were
also religious, but in a political
What was in the letter, do you know?
Yes, to come to invite them to our deen.
How is that political? That's deen. Come to our deen means religious.
So why didn't he approach the leadership of their religion?
No.
Why did they?
But why did you change the topic when I asked you about...
You should have...
Habibi,
bear with me a second. No, I'm trying to put a point across.
Yeah, go on.
You think our prophet at the time didn't know that in Ethiopia there is a religious leader?
Yes.
I could send a letter to the religious leader.
Yeah.
Why did he send it to the king?
No, he sent to Ethiopia as well.
No, but why did he send it to the king of Ethiopia, not to the religious figure of Ethiopia?
The reason is because the king was the religious leader as well. At that time,
there was. Well,
can I answer the way? Can I answer? I know. So let me correct you. Okay. So you know, unlike listen. You know, even here in England, you know, there was. Let me finish.
Yes,
let me finish.
Yes.
Even over here, the church and the state were one entity before. You know, the Pope, whatever he says, that was the key. Give him some tea.
Thank you.
That's fine.
But the king,
All right. So at one point, you know, when the church was not divided, there used to be one entity with the state. So the leaders of the church were actually the leaders, along with the king. They used to rule together, in the sense that whatever the church would say, they had to
but the
abide.
ultimate word was with the king.
Let me finish. No, it
The
wasn't.
religious figures were in the back.
It wasn't.
rooms.
They
were
had
in the
to.
back
The
rooms.
only way they could have a say without the church, if they disconnected, like the way Henry VIII did. You know Henry VIII? You heard of him?
Yes, of course, and they overpowered.
You know why he separated?
The religious figures. No.
Okay, I'll tell you why he separated. According to the Catholics, so the Pope was the leader. According to the Catholics, you cannot divorce.
That's right.
Now, one of his queens.
I'm sorry, it's very knowledgeable stuff, but I just don't want us to go away.
No,
from
no, but
the
I'm
topic.
telling you why they were
going
together.
far off from
No,
topic.
it's not. It's not.
We're
It's the
going
same
far
thing.
off from topic.
I'm showing you the power of the church or the religious establishment,
Yeah, but my
along with the
question to you
king.
was something
So the
else
only way he actually could get a divorce is when he separated from the church, and then it became the Church of England.
Yes.
So this is the history of this country.
Right.
The same thing applied back then when
So
many of the churches, many of the religious establishment, they were along with the monarchy together.
That's
Now
right.
coming back to the first point I said, you agreed, I don't know if you agreed or disagreed, the reason the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, allowed Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu to lead the prayers means he's the imam. You know what an imam means?
That's right, of course.
It's
yes.
just not just the one who leads a prayer. He's actually the leader in that community as well.
Yes.
Yes. So whom did the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon
I
him,
don't have an
appoint?
issue with that.
No, you do actually, because when I asked you who is fit to be the Caliph after the Prophet, peace be upon him, you mentioned Ali. And we respect Ali radiallahu anhu. He's one of our Khulafa Rashidin.
So because
Yes?
our prophet
He's the Prophet's cousin.
because of our prophet was ill for 2 weeks and he let Abu Bakr lead the prayers.
That's
saying
the
that he
sign.
has-
That's a sign of
So
imam.
I can give
of
you
the
another
imam.
10 different signs of
In the-
Ali alayhi
Okay,
salam
give me in the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, when Ali radiallahu anhu was preferred over the other caliphs. Go on.
in what sense? In sense of leadership.
In sense of leadership, yes.
Right.
Give me an example.
You
don't have one.
No, it's not. I'm not trying
The
to
only
listen.
leadership he had
I
was
need to-
on the
I
battlefield
came
when he used
you,
to go
bear
and
with
lead
me a
battle.
second.
Because he was a
I
good
came to
fighter
you
as well.
Firstly,
Yes.
Before this crowd gathered around us,
Yeah.
I came to you as a student firstly. Please bear that in mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
student
came
myself.
to you as a student,
So I learned
and
too.
I've come to learn. So I probably don't know my own sect of
Yeah.
Islam in full.
But you know one thing
I
that-
have a lot of questions.
Fair enough.
And
One thing you should
logical
remember is
wisdom-
that we as Muslims should unite in our struggle,
Absolutely,
because
this
right
is our
now,
problem.
to be honest, we got
But
so many
I see
enemies.
a lot more hatred
We
from
got-
the Sunni
No. The
community
Sunnis,
coming towards the
if
Shias.
you ask any
We've
Sunni, if
always-
they curse Ali radiallahu anhu or any of the Ahlul Bayt, then they're not even Sunnis.
Absolutely.
We will reject them. We will basically reject them as even someone who claims to be a Sunni, because this is
There you
not.
go. This is what
but
needs to
but
be
we
heard.
see, and you know this. We see from the Shia side that they curse Aisha radiallahu anha,
No, but
Ummahatul
extremism
Mu'minun. These are the
brings
mothers of the
extremism.
believers. I agree.
Do you
So that
accept
extremism
the
exists
fact-
where?
Right, okay.
In Shiism,
Let
not
bear
in
with me a
Sunnism.
second. So
Yeah.
if today,
As far as
I
Ahlul Bayt are concerned.
if today we appoint a government for
Yeah.
a community, for a land,
Yeah.
for example, Israel today, the Zionism regime,
Yeah.
they go and bomb a whole community,
Yeah.
the whole community of Karbala gets bombed by the Israeli community, yeah.
Well,
Don't
let's
you
take the
think that
example of Gaza, the
no,
reality.
Gaza, the reality.
Yes.
Don't you think then it puts a question mark on that leadership? My question
Of course
to you
it does.
only is
Of course it does.
that if the Khalifa at the time
Yeah.
went and dismembered the most dearest person to our Prophet, his wife, his children, his 6-month-old son, his brothers, they dismembered, they've cut him into pieces.
Yeah.
They put his head on top of his spear and they put it in front of the Kufa in the city for many days for it to rot.
They're wrong, and they should be punished for
Doesn't
that. They should be
put
punished
a
for that.
question on the leadership?
Of course it does.
So where
that's the reason
does-
I told you
where
earlier. We
does that
condemn them.
concept-
We condemn
so-
anyone who does
so
any
so
such
that
injustice.
Next leadership.
We never
from
said
there
no,
onwards.
brother.
So from
Brother, we
there
never
onwards-
said no.
I know. So
there's no need to shout at me
I'm
about
not
something.
shouting at you.
There's no need
Sorry,
to shout
but
at me
it's
about
the-
something
it's the
that
note
I
of my
already
voice.
agree with.
It's the
If
note of my
if they
voice.
commit such injustice,
Okay,
then they should
so
be
what
condemned and
happens to
punished for that.
leadership thereafter? Do we still follow that same line? Do we say,
It's
okay,
not about
that
the
was
line.
a bad seed, that
No,
was
no,
a
no.
bad apple, let's take
You know
it
one
out.
thing-
Yazid was a bad
My
apple,
friend.
but the concept is right.
Yeah.
Let's carry on with
Let me
that
ask you
concept.
something.
Is that right?
One thing you need to understand is that in Islam, from the time of Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, it was never from the lineage of your progeny. That was never the case. That's the reason wait. That's the reason this argument between the Shia and the Sunni is there. Because they
Absolutely.
thought, the Shia thought, that it has to be from the lineage of the Prophet,
Yes,
peace be upon him.
absolutely.
We are saying no, that's not
No,
the
we're not
case.
saying- okay.
We are saying it is the best person
Yes.
fit for that
Fit for that job, yes.
that job,
absolutely,
exactly.
yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
exactly what happened. So when you say the lineage,
So
we
why
don't
did
care
they, after
lineage.
30 years against, come back to Ali?
Was
Why
that-
did they say to Ali, you're not fit for it now, let us run the show?
Ali was fit.
So why did they put him aside? And
What do
then
you mean?
after
No. Ali was fit at the time.
time.
At the time after Abu Bakr, Umar,
Ah.
and Uthman. Because remember, Ali radiallahu anhu himself
So
gave the bayah.
please-
He gave the
so
bayah to all the
please-
Khulafa Rashidin.
Absolutely.
Why? Because he agreed with them, unlike the Shia. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the extremists who
Because
hate
Ali thought,
the
if I
Khulafa
don't give
Rashidun.
bay'at, this whole ummah is going to get dismantled. That was his wisdom. That was Ali's wisdom, to give bay'at, to say, listen.
No, I told
need
you
to
already.
come from a political perspective.
No, it's not from a political.
No, but-
If you think Ali radiallahu anhu is thinking from a political
He
perspective,
has to. He's
and
a political
and he
leader.
puts no,
He's
wait.
a leader of the ummah.
Is he
If
not?
you're
Is he not a leader of the
Listen,
ummah as a caliph?
yes,
Yes, he is.
no, but he
And that
needs
is
to be political.
And what does he put?
Hazrat Ali
He puts
used to
politics
design
as above, or his
most of our
or his deen.
battles of the wars had been designed. He was a warrior battle designer. He used to design battles. He used to tell you, go and attack him from that direction.
Yeah.
He was a political figure. He was a
No.
Of course,
Look,
he was a political
we don't
figure.
distinguish between politics and religion.
What I'm trying to say. to
Habibi,
you-
let me speak.
Yes,
I'll let
please,
you
sorry.
speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Sorry.
You see, unlike the Christians or the non-Muslims, as Muslims, we say that Sharia is the umbrella under which politics, military rules, your civil rules, civic society, everything, including your theology, all of this can come under the umbrella of your Sharia, which is basically the rule from Allah and the Rasul. Yes, we don't say, oh, because of politics he did this. No, for him the utmost, even for Ali radiallahu anh, the utmost was the deen, was the Sharia itself, within which comes the politics as well. So we are not denying that he was a leader in his rights when it comes to both theology
I have
and
two
politics
questions
and
for you,
military.
because I want to get a conclusion out of
Yeah,
this
go on.
conversation. One is, why was Ali fit at the time and he wasn't? Why do you see
Fit when? At what
at
time?
the time he became a Khalifa? Why do you see him fit at the time and not fit?
We are not
for the
saying he
period?
wasn't fit before.
At the
We are
time.
saying there were
There
people.
was more people superior to him.
No, there were people not only
Wiser, superior?
not only that the Prophet, peace be upon him, approved of them as imams, as leaders in their own society. There were others who were more senior to him in the sense of their leadership, and he respected that. So I think the Shias should also respect Ali radiallahu anhu.
do.
Exactly. Let's
We
leave
do.
it there then.
We do. That's it. Khalas.
Because then, if that is the case, then we are in agreement.
That's
Khalas.
it. Khalas.
Yalla.
And my other question is
Yeah.
to you is that if the political establishment, the Khalifa at the time, have done atrocious sins
Yeah, you condemn
at the
them.
time of
You condemn them.
Doesn't that
I have no
put
issues
a
with that.
Doesn't that put a question mark on the leadership?
Yeah.
And how it should
You
continue
know, just
from
because
there onwards?
listen, just because someone is a leader doesn't mean they are infallible. Doesn't mean that they are beyond
No, I'm talking
condemnation.
about the system. I'm not talking about Yazid
No,
individually.
I'm talking about the system as well.
About the
Any system in which there is a leader and they claim that they are from the Muslims and they commit atrocities.
So we agree
and they
that Khalifa done a atrocious sin.
someone like Yazid.
The Khalifa, the system. At
Yes,
the time.
yes.
Thank you very much.
We
I
have no
appreciate
issues
you.
with that.
Thank you very much.
Anyone who does injustice, we condemn them. Very simple as that. Doesn't mean that just because they happen to be the Caliph at that time, that they are beyond approach or beyond condemnation. We never said that. Because for us, justice is a key. The ayah in the Quran, what does it say? That even if it goes against your kith and kin, even your own family, if it goes against them, then you should still establish justice. This is the hukum. From whom? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not from some caliph or someone else who is a human being. It is a direct command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we do justice in any situation. Doesn't matter if they are related to you, whether they are someone even from another religion, and you are a Muslim, you still conduct justice according to the Quran and Sunnah. It's very simple. This message of Islam is simple. So Jazakumullah khair. May Allah give everyone hidayah, ourselves included. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.